All is all. That means is that we must accept the reality what it is. What it is. What it is all its parts. That's the truth. To do that, it is painful. Then pain is a part of what it is. If you seek to deny or to eliminate the pain by chopping it off, you only succeed in creating more pain. If your finger hurts and you chop off the hand to get rid of the pain in the finger, guess what? Then you've got to chop off the arm. Then you got to chop it off at the shoulder. See, after a while, it won't be. It's done. You understand? There's a way. Accept the painful statement. It is what it is. That handles it all. That changes everything. They are what they are. I'm not going around trying to convert the Klansmen. They are what they are. I don't particularly care. I cannot change. It's a reality of life. But then, so am I. A reality of life. For me to be at peace, I accept that the Klansman is there. It's okay by me. Just don't bother me. Now we got a problem. Now we have a problem. You have a problem, I have a situation. But you're going to have a problem. You see, you will have a problem because clarity is a hell of a opponent. Clarity just does what has to be done. Clarity just lights the fuse. Doesn't debate with the issue of morality. Just lights the fuse. Boom. No more Klan. Just lights the fuse. It sees what needs to be done, and it does it. It's that simple. We must accept life. Don't you know that everything that happens that causes you pain is simply the beauty of life offering you the opportunity to grow. Offering you the opportunity to grow. That's all. If you grow, that won't come back again. That pain won't come back again. It will only come back again if you don't grow. We want it like we want it. We say, well, I'm more accepting now. Doesn't bother me as much as it used to. Then what it is you said you wanted, can't have it. Because it's not about it being easier now. It's about letting it go. Letting go of that connection. Then you can have what you want. But it's about growth. This above all. This above all. This above all. This above your husband, your wife, your child, your lover, your BMW, your Hancock, your $20 million, your dog, your cat. This above all. You cannot make me more important than your growth. It is foolishness. It is sheer death. It is sheer poison. You cannot do it. You can do it. I say you cannot take arsenic, but you can. You may not like the results. You can do it. I say don't set your hair on fire. Don't do that. You can do it if you so desire. But I guarantee you, you will wish you hadn't. It is not about spending the afterlife hereon for eternity together in the way that you think it is. Yeah, it's about that too, but it's different. But you never know the beauty and the wonder and the absolute awesomeness and the wonderful love and the wonderful state of being unless you let go of the lesser state of being. An opinion that is labeled is finite and lesser. Don't be afraid to let go. No, there is no thing that is more important than this. I look at people and Satan rules their lives. Their lives. Satan. Seth. Form. That is all Satan is. It's not a, as we used to say as a little kid, a booger man. Reminds me, you ever see Homie the Clown? Yeah. Homie hits people with this little club, and I could see the booger man running around hitting people with this big booger. No boogeyman. It is simply the spirit that, or the consciousness that holds form together. No evil. No evil. No man with pitchfork. It is a necessary force that makes form happen. And of course it has fallen from grace, because the state of grace is in no thing. Consciousness is no thing. To be in grace, to be one with godliness, to be your consciousness is in grace. And grace is no thing. Therefore, that which is thing has fallen from grace. It's not evil. It's not bad. It's just no longer in grace. It's entered a state that is transitory. Grace is not transitory. No thing it will remain no thing. It is stable. Things are not stable. They fall apart. They disintegrate. Disintegrate.
So space will always be.
That is why space will always be. It can't fall apart. That is why consciousness will always be. That is why it will always be. It can't fall apart. It is no thing.
Dinosaurs to rocket ships come and go, but the space in which they're contained
Will be forever. That is why you cannot be so concerned with these forms, with these children, these lovers, these husbands, wives, and what this mean and what that. No, don't be stupid. You're so concerned with that which is transitory. Of course it does.
lost the perspective of its place.
Yes.
It has its place.
It has its place. But that isn't its place.
Like the chair has its place.
It has no place. You don't want to take this chair on your back forever, throughout eternity,
But
because that's foolishness.
just for what it's needed for.
Let it be what it is. My point is that we make it more
Right.
than what it is. The advice is stop that. Just stop that. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Bad, bad, bad. Dum, dum, dum. Dum, de dum, dum. Stop it. Form is not that important. It is important, but it's not that important. Don't kill yourself over Satan. Satan's got you. Satan will hold you forever. Because you're running around looking for a guy in a red union suit. Don't you know who he is? The attachment to form. The attachment. And it's not the thing that you must surrender, but the attachment. How are you going to be free when you got an anchor around your neck? You can't be. You say, well, but I like this anchor. It's still an anchor. That's my favorite color of blue. It's still an anchor. Why aren't I buoyant? Because you got an anchor around your neck. But I like it and I want to be free. Well, here are your choice. Choice A. Keep the anchor around your neck. You will not float. Choice B. Cut the anchor loose and be free. What is it you want? You only have two choices. It's not like you got all these choices. You know? You're hungry, you have a choice. Eat or don't eat. If you're not going to eat, then stop complaining about being hungry. If you're hungry, eat. Now, but you see, when you eat, when you're hungry, then you don't have anything to complain about. You don't have anything to be miserable about. And now you know how we are. You know how that mechanism is. We can be very, very negative, that mechanism. And they're just words most of the time. If you really look, you don't really mean all that negative crap you're saying. But you're just saying it over and over and over again. Just the record, the tape is going. Plays the same tape over and over. Negative, negative. Oh, whoa, oh, whoa, oh, whoa, oh, whoa, oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me. Oh, whoa, oh, whoa, oh, woe is me.
You just slow it down, same lyrics.
Come on, you know. Come to your senses. The tape will stop. The tape will stop. If you come to your senses. You come to your senses and you will know much more than you ever believed possible. The things that you think you know now, you can know, but you you have to come to your senses first. The five senses must become one sense, and that one sense transforms itself into a psychic sense whereby you can know all you think you already know. You have a much broader perspective of life. Yeah, I know what he's thinking or what she's thinking. No, you don't. You know what you're thinking. Once you come to those senses and those senses become one sense, you know. You really know. But you know what? You don't care anymore. You don't care. That's what it means. About the story about God hiding within man. The end of it is hide within man. He'll never think to look for you there anyway. And once he does, he won't bother you. He no longer cares. All that nonsense, that superficial thing, does not matter anymore. All it is coming to your senses. That's all. That's all. That's all. It's not complicated. It's really very simple, but if you listen to your mind, it makes it complicated. Now you got to figure. I can hear the wheels turning now. I just said, stop that. And here we are. Crank, crank. No. Stop that. You are perpetuating it. You're not stopping it. Be here, feel, smell. You know? Listen, look. Don't think about it. That's what I said. Don't do. See what I'm saying? Do this. Let this be done. Come to your senses. Your senses are those sensory organs that pick up vibration. That's it. But there must be something more to do. No, there isn't. There is nothing more to do. You smell a flower, you look at it, you touch it. What more is there to do? I know. Yank its head off, take it home, and put it in a vase. How'd you like it if somebody said, "Oh, I really like you"? Yank your head off, take it home, and put it in a vase. Oh, it's so romantic. That's murder. yanking little flowers' heads off. These things are alive, folk. They are alive. They are conscious. They are aware. It's so romantic. Yeah, it is to you, but it's murder to the flower, boy. We are so dense. We are so... Confused. But see, that's what happens when you get in your mind. You no longer can hear the flower talk. You can't hear it scream. Because you are being romantic. Your romance is much more important than the life of this flower. Therefore, you take more than you need. You take more than you need. That is one of the problems with the planet right now. Man constantly takes more than he needs.
Because in one sense, it's okay to take the fish. Man needs food, so it's okay for us to take the fish and eat it, and take the apples and eat it, and like that. It's kind of like it's an understood, given, it's an okay thing.
Yeah. But you don't take the apples to stand on the corner and throw at cars.
Right.
You take the apple, eat it.
Yeah. Then that's kind of like an okay thing.
You need to smell the flower. Smell it. Keep your hands off of it. Keep your hands to yourself. Go on about your business.
You want the beauty of the flower by a potted plant, so that it at least is allowed to live.
Yes.
While you relish its beauty in your apartment.
Yes. Yeah. Don't take more than you need. And you will need different amounts to do different things. I'm not saying it's not okay to have $40 million. It's okay. Depends on what you're going to do. You may need that much. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But just don't be greedy. And that is a problem of the mind. It needs to be greedy. You cannot, it is not enough to have your life, but you want somebody else's too. Your child, your mother, your father, your lover, your husband, your wife, your dog, your chicken. See, it's not enough to have your life. See, that's greed. Well, here, let me tell you how to live your life. I got something here I want you to kiss. Man, say, you can't run your own life. I'll be damned if you'll screw up mine. You see, this is greed. This is a product of this. A product of this. I want to take it with me into the next life. I want to be with you forever. Well, you can be together forever. But what you're saying is, I want to possess you forever. What you're saying is, I'm scared to be by myself. Grow up. There's nothing to be afraid of. There is nothing. There is no thing to be afraid of. Fear is a foolishness. Fear is a foolishness. What is to fear? What? What's the worst that could happen? You're dead. If it kills you, you don't have to be afraid of it anymore. You went through that. But if you're afraid, you don't get get a chunk out of it. You know, and getting a chunk out of it is very satisfying. You know, if you're scared, you don't get a chance to get your chunk. See? You die like sheep if you're afraid. What is to be afraid of except fear? I may die. Yeah. But if you're afraid, you'll never live. So, may as well be dead. You're not in the vitality of life. The Spanish word for life is what? Vida. Vida. Vita. Vitality. Life. Vida. Life. One and the same. Here we are. There's no Vita in that. That's stiff rigor mortis. May as well be dead. What the hell? You're afraid of life. Afraid of it. Because you're afraid to die. It's going to happen. And it's not going to happen until you, that is the greater you, not that little mind, when it says it's all said and done, guess what? It's all said and done. Not until that moment. Doesn't matter what you do. Until the greater self, that is you, recalls you. No matter what you do, you will not go. Say, they died before their time. What are you talking about? The hell can you die before your time? It must have been your time. What are you saying? An untimely death. No, it wasn't. Death was right on time. You and death got to the same place at the same time. It was right on time. Perfect. Flawless. So, what is not to live? Vita. Vitality. Life itself. Get yourself a little puppy. Puppies are notorious expressors of the vitality of life. Always laughing, tongue hanging out, slobber flying everywhere, running, chasing something, you throw a frisbee, and you say, well, I'll stand here and I'll throw it with you a few minutes. You'll be there all day throwing this damn thing. Be running all day, your arm be falling off. He's vital. An absolute expression. This is what life means. Well, what are you afraid of? You may as well be dead. There's nothing to be afraid of. There is nothing to be afraid of. Doesn't mean there's not stuff out there that won't hurt you. Doesn't mean that. I didn't say that. I said there's nothing to be afraid of. If it hurts you, it hurts you. Won't be the first time. It is the nature of being in cess. Pain. It's the nature of being in flesh. If you didn't have pain, that wonderful thing called pain, you would know it hurt. You wouldn't know. Don't do that. You wouldn't know that. You'd set yourself on fire and just sit there and burn up. If it wasn't for pain telling you, Don't do that. Don't do that. You know? It is two sides of the coin. Vita, life. It's not just one-sided. We have the Garden of Eden deal. What was the knowledge? What was the sin? What was the knowledge?
Recognition of good and evil.
Recognition of good and evil. Dividing from the tree of knowledge. We will become as wise as gods if we do this. We created something God didn't create. Ha ha ha, see how smart. Dummy. It was created as it was meant to be. As one. When we divide it up, we start saying, well, I want this part, but I don't want that part. You got to take it as a whole. Both sides. Because without that other side, you don't know you're being stupid. So you don't try to eliminate the pain from your life. You stop sticking your hand in the vice. You stop hitting yourself in the head with the hammer. See, the pain is only telling you, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, man. Oh, don't do that. Damn, I wish I could get rid of the pain. No, it's not the pain. That's not the problem. The problem is you're hitting yourself in the head with a hammer. If you stop that, the pain will stop. You see. When the child is born, the stretching of the birth canal causes pain. If you try and tighten up, it hurts worse. So you have to relax and let the child do its thing. Birth from one level of consciousness to another is the same. If you resist, it hurts more. If you relax and accept it, boop, old Junior is here. No problem. And after a while, you know, a woman who had 6 or 7, 8, 9, 10 kids, I knew a woman who had 20 kids when I was a kid. Walked through the living room. Cook dinner. See, it gets easier after a while. You get up around 15 or 20, hey, what the hell? No problem. See, that's the way giving birth to oneself is. The pain is in the resistance. Don't resist. Be here now. Let the pain serve as a warning. You're tightening up. Relax. It's simply telling you you're wrong. It's simply telling you you're in here, judging it, dividing it into good and evil, saying which you will accept and which you will not. You're just in your mind. Come out of your mind and lose it. Be here now. It is all you have. It is the only time you can be vital. Is now. You can't be vital tomorrow. You can't be vital yesterday unless you are vital now. Be here now. Listen, look, smell, taste, feel.